I am sure sports. You know me there. I'm coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get the sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know no game play, that me not say it. If me never see no game, me no know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crap of players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices. Add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
Trick Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
All right, good afternoon, and welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I'm your host, Maninsman. It is indeed my great pleasure to be with you this afternoon. Hope you're having a good day thus far. We have a lot of ground that we will be covering today, so looking forward to have a healthy discussion with you all. Big up Owen, the first man in the building, defeating Giovanni to the count. CC Sports Love. Oh, he says who instead of who. I think he's saying that there may be some error in the description of the video. You know, sometimes the words and the typing and all of those things, you understand? So let's see what we need to change. Respect CC Sports Lab. It says, so we, who? Oh, yeah. I mean, CC Sports Lab, indeed. Correcting the grammar for us right there. Yeah. Already done. It's already done. Respect again. Thank you for coming on. You know, we always want to take time out to big up our sponsors. The sponsors. Who is this? Trick Nick. I see Trick Nick in the building. Bless up, Trick Nick. Yeah, I see Trick Nick. That is a Trick Nick man in the building. Trick Nick Cooks, check him out. He can see obviously that we played this. Big up Alex also in the building. Dave Stone. Blue Blood in the building. Damian Clark. Baller car. Check. Outer Trelawney. Yeah. People even need a villa. You have to check Baller car in Villa now. Ordinary. One of the most exquisite down there in Trelawney. For real. Oh, yeah. Owen, give me name. We're going to get to that, Owen. Indeed, we're going to. But let's first say big thank you to Launch Legacy. Right Handle Legacy. Handle Risk Seek Legacy for all your personal insurance needs in Canada and the USA. Visit them at launchlegacy.com or call or text 647-989-0782. Also, Prestige Finance, lending a helping hand when you need most. Need 100,000 Jamaican dollars to borrow. Please call Prestige Finance at 876-884-7390. If you tell them that you're calling from I Am Sure Sports, you heard about them from I Am Sure Sports, you will pay no processing fee, same day processing, 0 to 4% interest rate. Also, big thank you to Trick Nick, the Jamaican owned and operated company over there in Canada. They use authentic Jamaican herbs and spices to make all their products. Visit them at tricknick.ca and you go and buy something. Someone called me today that they were on the site trying to get something from Tricknick for your jerk, marinade, your barbecue sauce, all of those things, your curry paste. Listen, you need to check out Tricknick. All right. Yep. Yeah, so listen, you know how you support the channel. There are some ways you do that by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Tell someone about what we are doing. We also have super sticker and super chat that works. So if you're outside of Jamaica, you can go and check that out for real. All right. And you can send a super sticker, super chat. That's one way of getting you get your comments up when you use a super chat. It stays on screen, so it is not missed because it has a different color from all other colors. All right, yeah, man. So again, thanks one and all for coming on. Really appreciate you coming on and supporting us at this time. All right, so as you know, we have been going through names in terms of the players, finding 4 players in every position for the Jamaica national team going forward. 4 players in every position. So at the end of it, we should have 44 players. And so today I thought that it would be a good idea to go and select players on the wings, because that was a very very poor position in the World Cup campaign. We struggled on the wings, and so we are here to discuss that, discuss the 8 players who could play on the wings, and they are mainly what we call inverted wingers. And by inverted wingers, it means that they can play on one side and cut on in and kick from so if they play on the right, they can cut in, kick on the left, or they can play on the left, cut in and kick on the right. All right, they have that ability to do that. Most of the players that we'll be looking at, all right, and they kind of are in a similar age group. Now, again, let me say this to you. I'm not here to give the list. This is my opinion, right? I don't know all the players, right? I just know some players. I also look at players who I know for sure, like if called up today, they could play for Jamaica. That's what I do, right? I don't go and check and see, maybe we check this person out, they would be interested. That's not what I do. There are other people who are very, very good at that, and that's their cliche, that's their market. What I do is look at the players who are available, who can play, and based on that, it is those players that I select. And at the same time, I am limited. I don't know all things. I don't know all the players. You may have some names. I have no problems listening to the names that you have. All right, so don't take this as a conclusive list. and this is a list. I am also not the coach of the team. Therefore, the coach may have a completely different list of players. That is his prerogative. So just bear those things in mind. All right. So let us all just have a discussion, and we're going to stick to this because we are here to look at players. All right. So here we go. So let me give you the 4 players that I have on the thumbnail that I sent out. Again, thanks to CC for helping me to remove that would with who could be instead of would could be. All right, so thank you, CC Sports Lab. Remember to hit the like button, people. Right, support the work. I've already seen where Jamal Lowe name has been added by Owen. That's a very good call, Owen. Thank you for that. The 27-year-old Jamal Lowe, one of those who I think should be in the pool of wingers. So presently I have a list of 7 players, but I have 4 on the thumbnail. So in reality, I would need to find one more. All right. Or maybe you will say to me, management, you need to take off that name and add a name, or maybe a name that I've completely overlooked may pop up. All right, so let's go through and see, and then you can tell me if you're in agreement with some of my selections or not. Maybe you aren't, and that is okay, but we're going to dissect and look at it. We can also, if we want, we can also check their stats and thing, which would be a little difficult because there are different leagues, and how you measure the leagues, it may be difficult to really deal with it that way. All right. So here we go. All right, number 1 on my list is Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey, Leon Bailey is number 1 on the list. I think he is one of those players, right? Remember, we only can select 8 players. 8. So if you're the 9th one, you're out. So Leon Bailey is number 1, right? I do agree that Leon Bailey must be an integral part of what we do going ahead. He must be part of the core group that works with the players and the coaching staff to pave a way forward. He's an integral part of it. I hope, I know that he's back from injury and he's playing. I hope he can stay injury-free. And the fact that he may get a good break from international football may be very helpful in terms of stabilizing his play at Aston Villa. Because truthfully, at the end of the day, the players' professional contracts with their clubs is where they get their bread and butter from. So that is important. But the heart of most players is really with their nation. You would have seen how some of the players responded in the African Cup of Nations. There is a joy and a pleasure you get when you represent your nation and that nation wins something and that nation does something well. So I think that is where they get their joy from, but they get their bread from their clubs. So Leon Bailey is number 1. I think everyone would agree that he should be one of the top players on that list, right? If you disagree, you can let me know. And many will say that, well, he hasn't done enough for Jamaica, but that has been due to many factors. He should have done more, he could have done more, but there are factors, I believe, that prevented us from seeing his absolute best in most of the games that he has played. I think he has played with injuries, the system has not facilitated him, and I also think that some of the times that he himself did not play well. So those 3 factors, I think, affected him. Personally, the system that we play, and injuries were 3 of the main factors that has affected Leon Bailey in a way that we have not been able to see what's best of him. The second player on my list is Demarai Gray. All right, he is the Everton player. He's out injured now. I don't know the extent of the injury. or how long it will take. But this player is a player that I had recommended from when Wes Morgan was the captain of the national team. This is from 2015. From that time, you remember, I think when we went to that Gold Cup, was it 2015 or 2017? When Schaefer was in charge, I think that Gold Cup team that went to the finals with Wes Morgan as the captain. From that time, I felt like we should have been in touch with Demarai Gray. It didn't happen for whatever reason, but I know that his paperwork has been in process. I did recommend that he should have been called, and we should have also asked Wes Morgan to kind of bridge that gap in terms of us getting him. I think because he was on the radar of the youth team in England, it may have been difficult. Now he has finally come home, and sometimes that will happen. Hudson Odoi, I think, recently changed his not he I think he's going to be representing Ghana. I think Hudson Odoi, the Chelsea player, right? And he was approached by, is it Ghana? Callum Hudson-Odoi. I need to just check that. But he was approached several times. And he was, he really turned down the invitation, right? And players will do that. Players will do that, right? But you can't stop pursuing them, right? The issue I have is sometimes, it's Callum Hudson-Odoi who is going to play for Ghana. I think sometimes when players turn us down in the youth age, we should not stop pursuing them, right? We should continue to pursue them because they have good reasons many times, right? They have good reasons many times, and at the end of the day, they are under their parents' control. But over time, they will change. So I think Demarai Gray coming to the Jamaica team at this time is not a bad thing. He's still young. He turns 26 this year. So he has, and you know that they say it is between 26 and 29 that players are at their peak. So we would be getting him, right? We would be getting him at the time of his peak. Now is when we need to capitalize. So I think give him time to recover from his injury, and I think he's going to be important in the team going forward. So Leon Bailey, number one. If you object, please, you just let me know, right? I say Demarai Gray is number two. Number three, I have Kaheem Paris. All right. I have Kaheem Paris because I also believe he's one of those players who should have been a part of the setup before we are where we are. Should be because on form he was performing the best as a winger, right? He was performing the best. For whatever reason, he wasn't called. Water under the bridge. But going ahead on present form and based on what is going on with his career, he's 22 years old. We need to begin to blood him in the system from now. So he would be the third person on my list as a winger. All right. So that's Kaheem Paris. All right. I'm going to throw, so before I get to the next person on the thumbnail, I'm going to throw a name in it that a lot of you are going to ask me if I'm a madman. But I'm not mad enough. I just think this is something that we need to do. All right. I'm not mad. So number 4 on my list is a player called Mason Greenwood. And you're asking me, why would I do this? Right? I think whatever the outcome of his present situation is, I think it's going to be highly unlikely, in my opinion, that he represents England again. See now, England has dealt with people of African descent or black players in their squad, I don't think that he's going to represent England again. So if I were the GFF, here's what I'll do. I'm not going to go pressure him now and ask him to commit to Jamaica, but I'm keeping in touch with him. I'm beginning to let him know right? I'm going to let him know that, listen, we understand the situation, just to let you know, whatever the outcome is, you know, we are here. If there's anything, any support you need, just let us know, right? I think that kind of conversation needs to be had. A call to his parents from the president of the Jamaica Football Federation and say, listen, we are following, you know, the situation with Mason. We don't know what it is, but just to let you know, we are following it, and we want to make sure that, you know, he knows that in any way that we as a federation can support him, we are here. That's what I'll be doing now, because I know if he spends, say, Mason Greenwood is very young, so say that he spends, I don't know, if he's found guilty and he spends 3 years, because remember, in the English system is similar to the Jamaican system in terms of how they measure sentences. So if you get 10 years, it's counted day and night, which means you only spend 5, because a day is 1 and the night is 1. So 1 day is 2 in jail. So 10 years is actually 5. So say worst case scenario, he gets 3 years in lockup. In a year and a half, he's really out. Right? So I would be pursuing him. So he would be number 4 on my list in terms of wingers. All right. So I have 4. Again, remember, if you have a name, you can let me know who that name is. Jaros, who is KWP? Is that Calvin Phillips you're talking about? Let me know. Right? Somebody said, let me just get a couple of comments and then I get back to the other 4 names. My name is Manny. If you listen to the audio and the video clip from Greenwood case, you wouldn't even think about him for now. No, that's what I'm saying. But listen, remember Jamie Lawrence had a situation with court. Ravel Morrison had a situation in court. Oh, Kyle Walker-Peters. Okay, cool. Now, I think we have Kyle Walker-Peters in the defender with the wing backs. I think we went through him in the last video. All right, so remember Jamie Lawrence, Ravel Morrison. I think even there's a situation with Anthony Grant as well. But they still represented Jamaica, because I am saying that I am not justifying what he did. I'm saying if found guilty, he's going to spend his time. But when a man has done his time, then, and he has recovered, he needs to be restored. He cannot be ostracized for the rest of his life. So all I'm saying is that when all is said and done, he's someone that we should look at. And I know, given how I've seen the English operate, I don't think he's even going to play in the leagues in England again. I would find that very hard to see. I think he probably has to play somewhere in Europe, because that's how that league operates. Some other place in Europe. At least, even if he does 5 years, he's still like 26. And I don't think he's going to be in there that long, if that is the case. if that is the case, because we don't know, all of these things must be dealt with in the court of law. We don't know what the outcome will be, right? So I think that is something we can, right? We can look at, all right? There's a lot of comments, Javan. Let me go back up and see if we can get some. So let me get a couple more comments and then I'll give you the next source. So a lot of persons so far are in agreement with the 4 names that I have, except one. Foreign Spider is kind of has a little question mark about about Mason Greenwood, but that's fine. If you are interested, I have a list of U20 players from Jamaica, Canada, USA, UK, and Germany, including some from top PL academies who told me they would be interested in playing in the tournament. Oh, you mean in the tournament coming up? Definitely, man. All right. So here's what, Giovanni. I'm going to send you. I'm going to punch in an email address, and you can email the info there if you so desire, and I should be able to get it, right? Use this one. This one works. Understand me? Yeah. So if you use this email, Giovanni, then you can. Yeah. I hope I spelled it right. All right. Yeah. So yeah. All right. So those are the 4. So I suspect, like I said, that most people are in agreement with those 4. All right. Now, this is where some of you are probably going to be. I also think like Jamal Lowe at 27 has some time. And of course, these names are if people perform. Because remember, there are players coming through. So if you are not performing, obviously you won't be. It is assuming that they're performing at a high level. All right. So Jamal Lowe is number 5. And like I said, a lot of these players can play on both sides. They can play on the left and they can play on the right. Right. Jamal Lowe is 27 years old. So if you think about World Cup qualifying starting in 2023, the back end of it ends in 2025. So by 2025, that's 3 years, he would be like 30. So if we can keep him up until 29, going into 30, if he stays in form, I think he's also a good pick as one of those wingers. All right, I have this player in there. He has played under 23. He's on fire in the Premier League. He had a good time when he was at Harbourview, got injured, struggled with injuries for a couple of seasons. And now this season in the JPL, he's doing extremely, extremely well. He's one of those players that I think you're going to see Mount Pleasant move him out of Jamaica. You would have noticed that Mount Pleasant hasn't been moving any player out. I think he is one of those players. His name is Daniel Green. Daniel Green is 24 years old. So he's young. And he could have been out of Jamaica already if not for injuries. That is last season and the season before that. All right. He also had, when he moved from Harbourview to Mount Pleasant, he came into a team that had Cardell Benbow and Kemar Beckford. And so it was a difficult transition because he came back because of Senton baller. But given what I've seen from him in the Premier League, I think he's getting back to his best. And as a winger, I think he stands a chance of ending the Premier League as the leading goal scorer. That's how good I believe he is. And if he can do that, I'm putting his name in it, also believing, like I said, that he could be the first Mount Pleasant player that they move from the club overseas, because that has been part of their plan and they have not done so. So I've included Daniel Green as one. So now if it is 8, we only have 2 spaces left. We have like Junior Fleming. We have Norman Campbell. as well. Yeah, so we have Junior Fleming, Norman Campbell. Yeah. So those are two names. So this is where now I need your help. Who are the other wingers out there? There is also a youngster at Cavaliers that he's a very good winger. His name is Ronaldo Webster. I think he was at St. Elizabeth Technical. Then he moved to Wolmer's and he's at Cavaliers. How old is Martin Davis? Is Martin Davis a winger? Is he a winger? Remember, we have other positions. So if the person is not a winger, you know, I don't know. I'm asking. If he's not a winger, then I don't want to put him in there because he can't play wing. I want to put him in there if he's a winger. All right. Martin Davis plays in the Maltese League. He was also born. He's 25 years old as well. So yeah, someone we could look at as well. So I'll add his name to it. Is he a winger though? He's an attacking midfielder. No, he's not a winger. He's an attacking. Martin Davis, I will put. Remember, we're selecting players for attacking midfield. The Tariq McGee and the Lam. We will do that. But Martin Davis is not a winger. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're not just we're selecting wingers. All right. So I see someone saying that they would give. How many of you agree that Norman Campbell, if he can improve, he's in Serbia as well. He could be in the pool in the 8. No, Martin Davis, he may play on the wing, but Martin Davis is listed as a cam, a central attacking midfielder, who normally plays from the right. So because here's what I want wingers like all of these wingers that we have, like the Leon Bailey, the Demarai Gray, Mason Greenwood, they're the kind of players who can play and cut in and kick. I think I watch Martin Davis, very good player. I think he should be in the pool for the camps. I would put him out there, but if you say put him as a winger, then I will, because I'm not putting him in two positions. So if I put him as a winger, he's not going to make the pool as a camp. All right. Warner Brown is not a winger. Warner Brown is a young prospect. He's a center. He plays center forward predominantly. All right. Campbell needed a lot of work. So is Lamar Walker a winger? Is Lamar Walker a winger? No. Yeah. Hey, Boss Thomas, you catch me. No, the farm. Sorry, what kind of pool business, man? No pool business. Hey, no pool. He could be on the farm. Yeah, he could be on the farm. Sorry about it. So we are okay with Greenwood if he is guilty. Let me just put up this question. All right. If your man does his time and everybody needs forgiveness and redemption. If he does his time, if he's found guilty and he does his time and he comes out and he's still playing good football, I would give him a chance. The man is 21 years old. So at the end of the day, he's a youngster. Everybody deserves, that's me. Everybody deserves a second chance. I don't know that he's innocent. I'm not saying he is, but even if he's found guilty and he does 2 or 3 years for physically abusing a lady, it's wrong. I'll never justify that. But I would not punish him for the rest of his life. I would not do that. Ricardo Mcintosh. Where is Ricardo Mcintosh playing CC? Ricardo Mcintosh is a former Clarendon College player. Where is he now? What about Junior Fleming, people? Because Junior Fleming is still young, you know. People act like Junior, well, not young. Junior Fleming is 26 years old. Should he be listed going forward as one of the wingers, though he had, for many of us, a very unimpressive World Cup campaign? Alex Marshall. Kiddo is not a midfielder, Alex Reed. Kiddo is not a winger. He doesn't play a wing for the under 17. And Kiddo needs to step up, you know, because you have younger players at Arsenal who have gone past Kiddo and gone into are coming into the senior team. Right? But Kiddo is not a winger. Right? Some of these players you're listed, you know, like they are going to be listed in other positions. So don't try to, you understand me? Oh, well, he's a left winger. I hear that he's a left winger. All right, so Kiddo. Say he's a left winger, so let's put him here. All right, so yeah, this is a good one, Foreign Spider. Where is Walker's best position? Where is Walker's best position? That's the thing. I think, to me, Walker is too slow to play a wing. So Kiddo has been added. So let me give you the names we have so far. Leon Bailey, Demarai Gray, Kahim Paris, Asterisk beside Mason Greenwood, Jamalo, Daniel Green, Norman Campbell, Junior Fleming, Kiddo Taylor Hart. There's a youngster, I think an 18-year-old called Devontae Campbell at Mount Pleasant. He was called up to the national team. What about Deshaun Beckford? Deshaun Beckford played in the friendly in Peru, and he had a very good game. Many of us thought, should we have him as a part of the 8? Because now we have 11 names, you know, if we add Deshaun Beckford. Somebody says Alex Marshall. But here's the thing, we have to cut names. I'm going to show you how tough this is. We have to cut names out because we're ending this video with only 8 names. We're ending it with only 8 names. If he's guilty, he can come. Marlon King, Jamie Lawrence, Robert, yeah, got second chances with us. England not giving their black players any. Yep, that's what I think. My name is man. What's the name of that played? Deshaun Beckford is his name, boss. Giovanni from all right. Still can work with Fleming, see how he improve. Yeah, I think, yeah. Fleming made too many rookie mistakes for a seasoned player. He would have to impress at the club level. That's what I'm saying. Because remember, we have the names, but it is going to be based on form. I don't know about Fleming and his teamwork and attitude. Yeah. My name's man Fleming. Yes, but he has to work on his behavior. Let's see if his time at Toulouse will help with that. Yeah. Yeah, right. Somebody saying that Alex does. Yeah, I don't know. I just think like Alex Marshall has lost the plot. That's just me. I think Alex Marshall has lost the plot. So if I'm removing names, I think Alex Marshall would probably be the first name I removed still. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh. You can let me know. I have Ronaldo Webster, right? But Busy Atkinson is not a winger, you know. Busy Atkinson is not. Busy Atkinson is a cam that likes to drift out to the left. What about Ronaldo Cephas from Arnett Garden? The man they said that is the fastest with the ball in the Premier League. Yeah, Norman Campbell name is there. All right. Yeah. CC says Junior Fleming can't make. They said that Junior Fleming can't make the list if all those players available, man. All right. Okay. No, Whisper is a center forward. Beckford should he get out of Jamaica like Paris and doing well, he could fit in. Beckford. Which Beckford? Which Beckford is that? Beckford? Which Beckford is that? Boss Thomas. Which Beckford? No, Whisper is a center forward. Someone who really is not afraid to drop in the squares. Yeah, Mason Bailey, Gray, Paris, Low, Campbell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, CC, so that is your 8. All right, that's CC 8. Listen, give me an 8, you know. I've given you some names. So people, here's what just like CC, I want you to give me an 8. Atkinson best game as a winger. But you know what? Let me tell you, if it is based on this season, Atkinson not playing any ball yet. So let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so that's CC. Let's just put in your 11 like CC just did. Yep. Yeah, so yeah, so that's CC. Let people just put in your 8 and let me see how consistent the names are, and then maybe by that we can say these are the names that kind of pop up on everyone's list. All right, you know that though on this list, CC, the only problem I have with your list, the fact that Deshaun Beckford played, and he's playing I think in the USL, and he played for Jamaica, played well. At this time, I would have him over Campbell. I would have Deshaun Beckford over Campbell at this time. All right, so I think the case has been made. Alex Marshall is out for now, unless he shows tremendous. Okay. Yeah. So this Rob Smith is saying you can't be adding JPL names and subtracting Flemo. I'm sure Flemo would look good in JPL. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So all right. Busy not improving. Somebody says forget about Kiddo. All right, so that's one more name off the list. All right. How long is Fleming contract in France? If he's having a very good season, he can compete for his spot. Yes, Busy looks far from the prospect people made him out to be. Yeah, I think Busy not having the best season. Busy not improving. I think we have to watch him some more. So what I need to see though is that, all right, so here are the names that most of us agree on. Bailey, Demarai Gray, Kahim Paris, Jamal Lowe, right? That's 4. And we are saying that in 2 years or so time, Mason Greenwood. All right, so we're going to put an asterisk. So I'm going to go with just 4 names. Who are the next 4? Here are the list. Here's the list that we have that we need to select 4 from. Daniel Green, Norman Campbell, Junior Fleming, Deshaun Beckford, Ronaldo Webster, Ronaldo Cephas, Devante Campbell, Kiddo Hart, and Alex. They said remove Alex, remove Kiddo Taylor Hart. All right, so that leaves us with Daniel Green, Norman Campbell, Junior Fleming, Devante Campbell, Ronaldo Webster, Cephas. All right, so if I'm going to pick one out of this, one, 2, 3, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 players who presently play in the Premier League. The best out of the lot right now on form is Daniel Green. So let's say we give him the spot for 5. That leaves us with Norman Campbell, Junior Fleming, and Deshaun Beckford. And that would be 8. What say you? Green is a must. This person says Norman Campbell, Ronaldo Cephas, Ronaldo. All right, the truth is, if you're gonna pick anybody from the JPL, the best one. Oh, Owen said he didn't mean to remove Kiddo. All right, Green has to be in it. You understand me? So if yeah, hey, listen, there are so many names. All right, select your 8. All right, so work from this. Who is the top 4? Leon Bailey, Demarai Gray, Kahim Paris, Jamal Lowe. All right, we have Mason Greenwood asterisk. So until further notice, we're going to give 4 more spaces, knowing that one of those will drop out at some point for Mason Greenwood. So it is really 3.5 because it really belongs to Mason Greenwood, basically, right? So we're working with that kind of logic. So let me see. Bailey, Paris, Gray, Nevers, Beckford, Kiddo, Green, if playing at a higher level, Low. Okay, that's the name. So you have Nevers in, Beckford is in, Leon Bailey, Demarai Gray. Oh, you don't have Greenwood in yours. You have Low. Okay, so you don't have Norman Campbell, no space for Junior Fleming. Okay, all right, Giovanni. That's Giovanni's 8 people. Leon Bailey, Kahim Paris, Demarai Gray. I think that is Tariq Nevers, Deshaun Beckford, Kiddo Taylor Hart, Daniel Green, and Jamal Lowe. And he's saying that if Green moves to play at a higher level. All right, so he has no Norman Campbell. He has no Junior Fleming in his team. All right, what say you? Chris Wynn, give me an 8 now, man. You see how people, some of you afraid to put in your 8, you know. Owen, give me your 8. CC gave his. Giovanni gave his. Owen, I need your 8. Chris Wynn, I need your 8. I don't want you to say, put in this one. The leader, I need your 8. Loud Music Entertainment, who is in your 8? Boss Thomas, who is in your 8? Come on, man. Rob Smith, who is in your 8? Brain Drain, who is in your 8? Ishmael King, who is in your 8? Give me a 8. Jamari, who is in your 8? Dre, who is in your 8? Dave Stone, Blue Blood, who is in your 8? Come on. People, don't forget to hit the like button. Foreign Spider, all right. Don't give no fringe player name. Give the players that you know. You're not escaping. You're not escaping, Foreign Spider. Even if you don't know the fringe players, give the name of the players you know. Because that's what you have to do. You have to work with who you know. There is no right list nor no wrong list. It's your opinion. It's who you know. It's who you know. Manning's man. Read that Jacob Ramsey from Aston Villa is of Jamaican descent. Should he show interest? Would he be of consider? Of course, I mean, but he's not a winger. Jacob Ramsey is a mid. Of course. Then you can see a talent like that, man. Maybe Leon Bailey need to talk to him. Maybe Leon Bailey if you have a meeting with him. Yeah, you know. Yeah, we also need to remember that some of these players will probably lose your spot. Jacob Ramsey is 20 years old, you know. Right? Born in England, born in Birmingham. Yeah. So he's a good prospect. I think if, you know, yeah, man. Of course we need to call him up. Of course, once he's available and he wants to represent Jamaica, call him up. Call him up. Maybe Lee and Bailey can talk to him. But he's a midfielder though. He's not a winger, so he wouldn't be in this list. All right. Daystone says, Bailey, Gray, Parrish, Greenlow, Kiddo, Flemo, Lamar. What? Oh, you don't have Greenwood. You're waiting. All right. You don't have Deshaun Beckford. I don't know. I just don't think Lamar is a good winger. I think he's a little bit too slow. I would put him in the camp, somewhere in that area there. Oh, I'm so listening, so my attention to it is not at my very best. All right. The one thing I don't understand with brain drain people is this. An artificial intelligence is what kind of work an artificial intelligence could be doing that they couldn't type in. Your artificial, that should be easy. That should be like easy for you. I don't understand. You keep revealing more and more about you know. The less you say brain drain is the more we know. Great. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forward Spider, the easy though. Forward Spider. No go. The man now select what him call fringe players, you know. Just a work with who he has seen, who he has known. All right. Chris Wayne says he's going Bailey, Green, Cephas, that's 3, Beckford, that's 4, Webster, that's 5, Paris, that's 6, Kiddo, that's 7, and Gray, that's 8. Okay, so no Norman Campbell, no Junior Fleming, no Jamal Lowe, no Mason Greenwood, no Kiddo Taylor Hart. All right. Nothing wrong if players lose their spot, management. No one should feel comfortable if we aspire to be great in football. All 7 deep, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because do we have these names? Players could pop up in 2-3 years' time. You have like youngster from Harborview that just Akwasa Chang. Akwasa Chang could start playing on the wing. And you understand me? So you have players who are going to come through the system. All right. Owen says Bailey, Demarai, Paris, Kiddo, Lowe, Campbell, Mason, undecided on the 8th player. Okay. Campbell is Devontae Campbell. Okay. Or Norman Campbell. Maybe it's Norman Campbell he's talking. Yeah. Boss Thomas no says Bailey Gray, Greenwood, Paris Low, Beckford, 246. He's missing out 2. Karim Grant says Bailey Gray, Mason Paris Low, Kiddo, Flemo, Campbell. All right. Okay. Okay. Oh, you're talking Norman Campbell. All right. And then he says he would substitute Lamar for Mason if he becomes available. Yeah. Yeah. And then again, you see how sticky this is, because if again you have the Nevers guy is a good young player. These guys begin to come through the system. Players are going to lose position, which is what you want. You want it to be competitive. You understand me? I just spoke about like an Akwasa Chang. I mean, and this is why I couldn't understand why did we struggle so much on the wings in the qualifiers. I don't like going back to it, but it is crazy that we would struggle so much in this position, when now we are seeing that there are so many available. The only thing that is easy is failure from doing nothing. If you do nothing, you're guaranteed 0 success. Okay? I thought like most things would have been easy for one considered to be an artificial intelligence. But nonetheless, I shall leave it alone. Yes. Yep. So you see how difficult it is, because we can't even like all agree on the 8 who should be in it. We can't even all agree on that. Oh, we didn't play wingers in the qualifiers. So I saw there. Doing Busy Atkinson should be part of a national setup. He's a gem. All right. Here's the thing now, Andrew Jackson. I think this is going to be our problem, right? I think that if Busy is not the best player in the league, he may have the most potential, but if he is not the best player, it's going to be hard to justify his selection. We have to look past that. We have to ask ourselves, as a winger, remember we're selecting wingers. As wingers, let me give you right now in the league, let me give you some of the best wingers. Cephas from Arnett Gardens is a better winger right now in the league than Busy. Daniel Green from Mount Pleasant is a better winger in the league now than Busy. Right? There's a next one. Just add his name. I'm going to give you a next one. Webster at Cavaliers. He's a better winger in the league this season than Busy. So I'm thinking, though he's a gem, he proved, because if he's not even in the top 5 or the top 3 in the league, you can't select him over those players. That is going to be his problem. But like I said, that it's just 5 games. So in the next 5 games, he could just and be dynamic, and then his name is there. But he's not looking like he deserves a spot right now. Even Devontae Campbell has been playing better than him so far this season. But it is the start of the season, so maybe as he goes on and thing, we will see more. And still remember that there are even there's a winger that played for Mona. Some of these guys, I don't know if because they are Phoenix players, they don't play in the league, so we don't know where they are playing. That's the next thing to know. We don't even know where they are playing. J. Ross says Gray, Bailey, Paris, Kiddo, Low, Reed. Which Reed? Bobby Reed. I think Bobby Reed is around 29. Bobby Reed up there in age, you know. Bobby Reed is around 29, you know. You really gonna keep Bobby Reed around? I don't. Jairus, I can't take the Bobby Reed thing because Bobby Reed is around 29. I don't know if Bobby Reed gonna be around for the next cycle. I like Bobby Reed now when people were beating him about the goal that he missed still. I just think we never got the best of Bobby Reed still. But yeah. but I think Bobby Reed is around 29, which probably much more is expected of the AI. So it no, Jordan Fletcher he plays as a central striker professional pro club FIFA 2020. Yeah. Jairus forget Bobby, you know, but he can play midfield. Yeah. Busy is in a bit of a slump so far this season. I don't think he has scored a goal in the JPL. Yeah, he just has not looked. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Devante has been better. Turn oral now. Seriously though, it's good to have a man like him who can alternate. All right, boss. The Mona player is on trial at North Carolina FC in the USL. Okay, cool. That's the number 7. Yeah, man, he's a very good winger. That he plays for Mona. I'm not think he's a Phoenix player, but he's a very good player. Yeah. If he's performing, why not? The man has experience and can groom the upcoming guys. All right. You want to keep him in for the purpose of grooming the players. All right. Here's what. All right. So when I think about grooming, that's not a bad idea, you know, to say, listen, stay and think. Again, remember, and then it has to do with performance. At the end of the day, it is your performance. Because if you're Mikel Antonio played in the national team at 31 because he was performing. So Bobby Reed is scoring, banging in the goals. Of course, he's going to get a call. But what we are doing is saying that here are the 8 that we need to work with. But at any time, because we're not dealing with a pool, we're dealing with form. If Bobby Reed is on form, we're calling in him in. In the same way, if Junior Fleming is on form, he needs to play. Right? So I totally understand that age is a age is a factor. Don't say age is not a factor. Age is a factor. However, if your form surpasses your age, then on form, because again, if nobody else is doing it and you are doing it better, then all good. But in a case like this, when the World Cup, if we're preparing for the World Cup, like as good as Anthony Grant has been for the team in preparation for the World Cup, I would not really. I still think he has some value somewhere. But if I have a tournament and I want to win the tournament, I would go. But in preparation for the World Cup qualifiers, that's my reasoning. I'm not sure if I'm going to bank on Anthony Grant being in my 8. But if I have a tournament in the summer, I may not have developed the best quality holding midfielder, so I call him. So I may call Bobby in the summer if I have not developed a winger who is competent enough to get me what I want. But by 2026, as a coach, we should be able to get a player up to a certain standard. That's all I'm saying, you know. McClary is still starting in League One every week. Did you know that? Yeah, but listen, I tell people this as well, you know. League One. Listen, people, I tell you, I'm going to, you know, in the next video that I do, I'm going to post that qualifying for female World Cup and male World Cup from CONCACAF this year, 2 of the hardest. So not because a person is playing at a certain age. In CONCACAF, it's a little harder. I'm not writing off anybody, you know. But if we're going to use farm, then fine. But based on what we have seen, because here's the thing. Here's what we must be careful of. Because if we work with this, you know, if we work with this, here's what we're really saying. Here's what it looks like. Here's what it looks like. Get rid of Lowe, get rid of Fleming, get rid of Alvas, get rid of Kemar Lawrence, get rid of Burke, get rid of East, but keep everybody else. That's how it sounds. Because the truth is, they were not the only players who underperformed. Bobby Reed underperformed. And if we're going to say Kemar Lawrence underperformed, therefore we should not be using him. And he and Bobby Reed are the same age, but we're going to bring Bobby Reed. There are persons out there who are probably going to say, you're not being fair. And that is why it has to be, when a coach is selecting, he says, well, all of you underperformed, but based on present form, this player is looking good. I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go with this player. And so based on form, they can always be called. But me, I'm not having Bobby Reed in my 8. But if his form is going on well, I will call him up. But going ahead, I think if I have Leon Bailey, Demarai Gray, Kaim Paris, if I have those wingers, I don't really need Bobby Reed. I don't. But if Demarai Gray and Leon Bailey are out, I'm going to call him. But he's not one of my top. I would even have Jamal Lowe. I would have Jamal Lowe. But again, if his form is better than Jamal Lowe, I'm calling him. Yeah, I love this start, Giovanni. One thing I like with the female team is that each team has enough player to play 2 World Cup cycle. Good progression for the youth. Yeah, that's a good thought. Andrew Jackson says, why don't they have a local squad in training and grooming them for the future? That's a good idea. I think they need to do that. Yeah. Lawrence is retiring from national team. His words, don't know if he will change his mind. Yeah. Good servant to football. Some of these guys have been good servant, you know. Even as much as you cuss Alvas Powell still, you know. Alvas Powell has been a good servant to Jamaica football, you know. I'm telling you, you know. This youth have been playing for Jamaica from in youth days, you know. And was at one point one of the best right backs. Alvas Powell will win MLS title, you know, man. Championship, you know. So he has fallen woefully off form, but, you know, good servant. Do you know if he's one of the players invited? Boss Thomas, I don't know this player. I've been hearing about him. Somebody needs to tell me what his name and what team he's at so I can follow him. Yeah. There's a lot of World Cup qualifier team using players in their mid-30s. All right. Listen, you see, if you're going to use somebody who is 30, you can use somebody who's all 45 years old, you know. You can use somebody who's 36 years old. If they are better than what you have. If they are better than what you have. So I am not saying, listen, all right. You know who is the oldest player in the oldest like regular player in the Manchester United side? Cristiano Ronaldo. Check Liverpool. Check the age of those teams. when you have older players, they don't play in the high traffic areas of your team anymore when players are in the 36 years old. They don't. And a winger, remember we're talking about winger. Winger is a high traffic area. The high traffic area. So I don't know. When you're playing on the wing in a man, you have to be up and down. That's what I'm saying. Just watch the players form, and if they're unformed, then fine. But on my list is not on it. But because Nations League is coming up, I would bring him in for that. But in terms of going ahead for the World Cup, nah, man. I think he is not quote unquote world class enough to get a space at his age. That's just my thought. Yeah, Alvas 2005, 2015, 2018. Alvas was real good. Really don't know what happened. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah. CONCACAF top 4 level is above championship, maybe just below EPL top 4. I don't know. What I know is that in terms of qualifying for like the female World Cup, the CONCACAF region is tough. That is because, of course, you have USA, Canada, and Mexico, or USA and Canada, right? So that's why, I mean, we have more spaces on the female side. On the male side, well, going ahead, it won't be, but it has always been tough because it used to be 3 teams. Now they increase it to 3 and then the half spot. But it has always been tough. They say it is one of the toughest regions, along with South America. So many times you don't realize that sometimes Colombia miss World Cup, Chile miss World Cup, Peru miss World Cup. All of these things because South America is not an easy place to qualify from. You know that how Europe is set up. The bigger nations, most of them, has an easier pathway of qualifying for the World Cup than even like Argentina. Yeah. Okay. Bless up Formula. Yeah, man, much respect, my brother. Yeah, man, Formula responding saying that, Boss Thomas, if it's Kamali Powell you're talking, he's in Sutton United Academy in League 2. There you go. Thanks, Formula. Yep. Yeah, you know that they brought some clarity to the they brought some clarity to the Yo. Hey. Man, so the people them, so I tell the people them to ramp it up and oh Jesus, you follow them comments here and you're laughing. Anyway, but we lose. I don't remember. What was I going to say? I don't remember what I was going to say. The comment just threw me off, you know. Oh yeah, let me get back to what I was saying. Hey, I wonder if Bravo Rage Squadron and Balakar are the same thing. All right, because watch this. Balakar sent something at 2:57 and at 2:58 the man respond. Like it's like the man they have the text. See to what they call it. Like so at speed texting. As soon as Balakar text, it just whoop, it just come up the same time like it's at the speed texting. No. but auto reply, like it's an auto reply. You realize, Jason, as soon as they just came one after the other. So what they're like, oh, like this is the first thing, you know, Bravo is saying in the whole discussion as soon as Balakar said something, the man just whop. I just drop it immediately. Immediate response. All right. But yeah. Yeah, man. But just on another note, quickly, the JPL with the attendance, the spectators being allowed. What they have actually said is, you know, that the 1300 is only for Draxler Hall, and that has to do with the capacity at Draxler. But with the other venues, the amount who will be able to attend is based on it will be based on the capacity of the venue. So if you 30,000, you know, yeah, you can divide it by whatever distance, 3 feet, 10,000 people in the national stadium. So I think that's how they're going to do it. Yeah. So just bring some clarity to that. You understand? Yep. But yeah, I think the GFF, like, just to come back to the whole squad thing, I think we should be looking to connect with, yeah. Okay. All right, people. All right. So I don't know. So all right. So you see, Balakar said me something, right? So let me just explain it to what he sent. So there's a picture. All right. There's a picture under the profile of Shavani Willis. This is like, when I got this from Balakar, it's 20 hours ago, so I don't know when it was posted. It says in Brussels, it says Brussels with a picture of Brussels, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't know if that means he is in Brussels. He has a photo of Brussels. He was in Brussels. He is headed to Brussels. But that is why Balakar says he is about the transfer in Brussels. So I'm not sure, Balakar. I know that it could be possible. I don't know, but I know that he went to the USL club. So unless he went there and they sold him to a next club, which would have been tricking Arnett Gardens. You understand me? So I don't know. Because you know that every time the person puts up a picture, it don't mean that that's going on right now, you know. Why didn't the JPL enter the CONCACAF Champions League? I saw a team from here to pull out. We have Cavaliers and Waterhouse will be playing in it. Foreign Spider, but I think they start in May. They start in May. Yeah. Big up Mannings, man. The girls them are go win 5 tomorrow. Kick off the campaign. Wicked. Of course, special edition. You know, so me dead there, no? Yeah, me dead there, no? Let's see. Yeah. Bless up El Padrino. How you mean, man? Good to see you in the building. Brussels sprout. El Padrino, yeah, man. Yeah, he could have gone on vacation, Balakar, so you have to get a little bit more information, because not because you see there mean that it is a transfer. Oh, God have mercy. People wanna leave Balakar. Hey, people even want a villa. Balakar run a beautiful villa, me I tell you, you know. I them think they have post in a Balakar, the beautiful villa down at the Trelawney, you know. Yeah. We had clubs. Oh, okay. All right. So, Foreign Spider, what happened? What is playing now? It would be the winners from 2019 2020 season. The new winners will be participating in the new edition come May, which is Cavaliers and Waterhouse. Yeah. 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 So, but Balakar, let me just say this though. He was transferred to that club in Bethlehem. Sorry, in the USL Championship, Omaha, Union Omaha. So, if he has moved, I don't know. I don't know how it works. Yeah. Yeah, what you comment there. But people, I think we have found some, we have selected some good players for the wing position. I think the area that we need to do some serious research is where are the 8 center forwards? And so I'm going to do some research and come back. Not tomorrow because we have the game tomorrow on Friday. And I want you to come up with some names outside of Shamar, Mikel Antonio, Acosta Chang as a youngster. Where are the rest of forwards? We're going to go through that. Lord of mercy. Yeah. Yeah, he's in the USL 1 formula. Union Omaha. Balakar, the man if there's a trouble here, the Balakar. You have to load the man them. There's a trouble here, though. But I can. But let me just confirm for Balakar. Yeah. I can always check with the player to find out. Let me just find out for your see Balakar, because he's at Union Omaha though. And then we close in 7 minutes, people. So if you have any other thoughts, you can let me know. Yeah, man. Yeah, but I think the hardest position to find. No, sorry, not 8. Four good quality players in is CDM and I think center forward. Like a center forward. Who are the 4 center forwards? Tell me. So we're going to look at that tomorrow because Antonio won't be around forever. Here was I'm talking about fitness issues with him. And I think the older he gets is the less international football he's going to play so that he can preserve his Premier League career as long as possible. Yeah. But listen, make sure tomorrow you support our reggae girls. Yeah, start of the campaign. It's going to be a good one. Please remember also to hit the like button. There you go. Simon in the building. All right. I think so. I think like Bobby Reed and the Mikel, some of these guys should be given this tournament as their send off. As long as they are in form as well. Yeah. So that's a good idea, you know. I hope that we can get a next Gold Cup game in Jamaica, so that the Jamaicans can go and just be there to celebrate him. I would love for us to get one game this time around. At the National Stadium in the Gold Cup. I hope it can happen. I really hope so. I think we owe it to some of these players before they stop to have spectators in the stadium to at least thank them. Even Kemar Lawrence. I mean, I know some of you have issues with him, but I think he should not just leave without us being in the stadium to clap him off at halftime or something. Because at the end of the day, these guys, they sacrifice a lot. I mean, they may have made some mistakes in their playing career, but they have really given a lot. Andre Blake is the next one I think is deserving of that. I mean, Corey Burke went through many trials. He's the next one. So I think the Reggae Girls game is 7:00, right? Yeah, I think we should not let Simon. We need to work on this. You know, we need to. You understand me? I think I just don't. We need to stop. We need to stop this thing of how the ballers end up leaving the sport. Like, you don't even know them, just stop playing, you never hear about them. Especially, Kemar Lawrence playing for Jamaica a long time, you know. Friends have gone too far. Hey, listen. Let me tell you this with Corey Burke. One thing I can say with Corey Burke, I've never seen Corey Burke on the field and you feel like he's not giving the best effort. You may say he's not the best footballer. You may not agree with him being called up. All right. But listen, when he goes out there, he has always done. And remember, he came into the national team late, you know. And then there was a big issue with him when he was not in the team for some reasons, right? No, but even do you know that even Javon Watson give a lot of years to Jamaica. I mean, I don't think he should have been in the team in the last set of games, but even if you think bad of him, we need to let him play. It should have happened before, and then let them go off. Maybe in the Nations League, you do something. Even if they turn up at the game, man, we have to treat the ballers better. We have to start treating our national footballers better. We have to start treating our athletes better as well. I'm talking about our track and field athletes. There are many athletes who are not going to go back to our next Olympic, and we never ever get the chance. Mariappa, there you go. Even Mariappa deserves a proper send-off. And I'm not saying that they need to they need to be a part of the plan going forward, but just so that as fans we can get to clap them. You're playing the Nations League, you probably give them a 5 minute at the end and they walk off standing ovation, whatever it is, or they turn up at the game at the invitation of the federation, and we clap them because there were no spectators in the stands during the campaign, and these guys are just going to go off and no recognition. They deserve a little better. We have to do better as a nation, and we should start it with this campaign and begin to change the script, man. We have to treat the ballers them better. Honestly, that's my thought still. Simon agree with me, so you don't know. So, I mean, no formula agree as well. You understand me? So that's three right there. Yeah. Yep. Mannings, the video quality need improvement. Yeah. All right, boss. All right. Loud music entertainment. I don't know. Using one. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's because of this 4K camera business, So we need to work on the video quality. All right. I don't know. Or maybe because today the Wi-Fi The Wi-Fi giving problems. All right. Yeah, man. Managed man. Where you say send off some. No, I'll leave. What is he saying? Managed man. Managed when you say send off some. No, I'll leave it. No, man. We can focus on sending players using 2023 World Cup. We have our future to build on. For 2026 World Cup, we need a new era. No, I'm saying that there's a Nations League. Or even if you put on a friendly, but you can put on a friendly and see who you can get in one of the FIFA windows. That's all I'm saying. You know, Hector, a man calling all Hector. Some of these guys have given a lot, sacrificed a lot for the country, whether we believe it or not. And we keep treating, we reap what we sow. Let me tell you that. One of the reasons why we are the way we are is because we don't treat our people well. And that is why you will not get the best. That some of the best are not going to perform because you reap what you sow. And if you treat people bad, you're going to get bad results. We need to start treating people better as a nation. As a nation. And I'm serious, you know, a lot of these guys suffer broken heart because them gone and them end them really a lot. I don't want to get into the relationship thing where they mess up and thing. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that we should take the Gold Cup to give them game to play. No. But we have to do something to really, do that. Hey, you know what? I'm going to end it now because I think it's because of the internet. Why the video? I don't know what's going on with the internet today, but we're going to end it because we're coming to the end. The thing is, we need some experience vet in the squad for Nation League to bridge the gap for incoming young talent. We can't just throw in under 23 players in the squad. Balance is key, definitely. People, there you go. Balakar send me something. But Balakar, me can't listen to the message, man. I can't listen to Balakar. Listen, people, they said the video not the quality. Maybe it's the internet, the bandwidth, probably poor. So so you know what? I'm going to dump in the internet. So I'm going to leave it. I can see there's a little freezing in it, which you can tell that the quality has been affected. So listen, I want to thank you so much for tuning in, for joining in this discussion. Always my joy and my pleasure to have you in these times. I ask you simply to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have not shared the content, have a blessed day. Whatever you do, whoever you interact with today, use the opportunity to add value to someone's life. Do something that will make a difference. And maybe the internet is getting bad because it's a warning that Champions League is about to start. So we need to go. Though Arsenal is not in it. But bless up to every single one of you. Thanks to all our sponsors for supporting this video, all our subscribers, the viewers, all the other vloggers who have been in the whole CC Sports Lab, Reggae Boys commentary, Simon Preston there, Omar, namesake from the Formula Sport. Bless up, one and all. All right. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And we will see you soon. All right.